Just a second video on Hornbeam. The time is now 11:30 the next morning. The last 3 Hornbeam logs put on this in this log burner were put on at 10 o'clock. By the morning it was still very warm to touch. It lost all its temperature on the flue, but it was still very warm to touch, much like a radiator. I've just put some bark in there, some Hornbeam bark. Just filled up our little log holder there with it, and any loose bark I've just put in. I've raked over the hot coals just to bring a bit of oxygen in and just mix it up, get the ash to fall through to the ash pan. But I've put the the warm coals I've just spread out over the grate and put the bark in, and we're fired up again. No firelight is used, no kindling, just the bark. That is how good Hornbeam is. So as you can see, it's just taken now. I got to the video a bit late actually, as I was messing around trying to get it going. But I've surprised myself at just how lovely this wood is. So now we've got some flames. I will put 3 small logs on. Get that door open. We don't normally light a fire so early, but I think it's because it's just so cold at the moment. Despite the climate change hysteria, we are cold in Essex at the moment. So yeah, 3 logs gone on now. Look, they will now take, I'm sure. Just wonderful wood. So second review of Hornbeam, it lasts so long. Those coals are amazing, and learning a bit about Hornbeam, it has become sort of quite well known that they produce amazing coals, hot coals, good charcoal. So well worth it. So there we go, look, off it goes. We've got the bottom dampers open pretty much, and the top one's open fully. And I can turn these down at night and have this up to 300 degrees. I can turn these dampers pretty much almost all off, and it will still climb to 300. It's so controllable, such a controllable wood. It will climb to 300 degrees and it will sit there for a good sort of 20 minutes, and it will slowly drop off over the course, I've noticed, of about an hour until the flames are gone and it's just very hot embers. But those hot embers will glow for up to an hour, hour and a half. I'd say about an hour really, before you want to add some more wood. So you're talking 3 logs per hour for a very hot room. If you haven't got, you know, a very open plan house and you're just heating a living room, for example, then you're talking probably 2 logs every hour and a half to 2 hours probably, because you'll retain that heat. That'll be enough heat in the embers to relight. You can let these Hornbeam logs die down to, well, as you just saw, almost completely nothing, just a bit of warm ash and a few hot coals, and it'll relight. So you could leave it for quite a long time before you add fuel. But obviously I'm heating a house that has significant archways through there into the kitchen, and then also there's another archway here, as you can see, goes right up the stairs and right the way up that way above the garages of our house. So yeah, it's for us, we're running it quite hot. Amazing wood. Hornbeam is just an amazing wood to burn. I'm so pleased we gave it a go. It's our first time trying it. We've always tried to sort of burn ash and oak and different woods and a few other softwoods to get it going before, but really impressed by this. Look at that going. And they say, when I read a few reviews online, they said, oh, it's a small flame, but it's not. It's big flames, you know. The flames are much the same as ash. It just burns lovely, and you can really, I mean, obviously, just shut them. Obviously, I'm just getting it going now, so the flames are going quite nuts, as they always do with that amount of oxygen. But when you damp it right down, you just get this wonderful sort of like mesmerizing. I mean, this is a bit early to be doing this, but you just get that effect. But you can imagine when it's fully going, I better turn them back up because they're not fully up to temperature yet. When you really get it going and you put those logs in, oh, you can just turn it right down and it burns so slow but still so hot. Amazing wood.